Three young men sentenced to death for participating in Iran protests. Three young men who had been arrested during the nationwide Iran protests in November 2019 were sentenced to death by the Revolutionary Court of Tehran. Amir Hossein Moradi, Saeed Tamjidi, and Mohammad Rajabi were additionally sentenced to 38 years in prison and 222 lashes of the whip. The verdict had been sent to the lawyers of the protesters presently detained in the Fashofiya prison. Their charges include, among others, participation in acts of damaging and setting fire with the intention of fighting the Islamic Republic of Iran. Alarming situation of Iranian prisons amid COVID-19 outbreak. Despite claims of acting, the regime officials have not adopted any effective measures to prevent the COVID-19 outbreak from spreading in Iranian prisons. In Rajai Shah prison, prisoners suspected of contracting the coronavirus are kept in public wards without any preventive measures. Even prisoners with fever and severe cough received a quick checkup and returned to the ward. According to inmates, despite the authorities' refusal to accept new prisoners entered the prison just like before. Iran. Officials covering massive damages caused from locust storms. Following the regime's continuous lies and refusal to reveal the truth about its Revolutionary Guards shooting down the Ukrainian airliner and the current coronavirus outbreak, the Iranian people are faced with officials' denials and silence about an unprecedented locust attack in the country's southern provinces. Locust storms are rendering damages in massive proportions to locals living in these areas. The mullah's regime has constantly refused to provide any information, and the state media has remained completely silent in this regard, only providing bottleneck reports on this dire matter. Floods spread to 14 provinces across Iran, leave behind massive damage. Floodwaters are spreading to over 14 provinces across Iran, leaving behind massive damages, especially in the provinces of Lorestan and Ilam. Many locals of Lorestan province have been forced to evacuate their homes. The status quo in town of Nunavad is described as critical, and the entire city is surrounded by floodwaters and large areas across the city are flooded. 2,000 families evacuated their homes in this city alone. Roads leading to 400 villages across Lorestan province have been cut off and dozens of bridges are now damaged. Electricity and water have been cut off in numerous villages. Landslides are also reported in 30 villages due to the recent floods, rendering devastating damage to the already impoverished locals.